Welcome back to Ordinal Revolution. My name is Shizzy. On this channel, we cover the entire Bitcoin Ordinal ecosystem. What is up, guys? It's New Year's Eve. We made it. We made it to the end of the year. 2023 was an amazing year for Ordinal Revolution. It was an amazing year for Ordinal ecosystem. It was probably an amazing year for you if you're watching this. So you really pat yourself on the back if you made some crazy life-changing gains, or if you just made enough to really set yourself up for the bull market. Because guys, the bull market hasn't even started yet. We are the only bull market in town, and when the other chains start rocketing, we're going to start rocketing even harder than we have. We just got into this bull market for ordinals, and it's going to be an insane year and a half. I'm so excited for it. We got so many good topics today. We're going to talk about the no monkeys. We're going to talk about the new BRC 420 miner. We're going to talk about we got a lot going on. We're going to talk about like Paris and her Julio's just sold out. Congratulations to her. And we got so much more. This year is going to be spectacular, and we're going to bring it in with this. We're going to send it off just like we're going to bring it in. So let's bring in our partner, as always, Mr. Yagobi. What's up, buddy?
What's up, man? What is up?
So it's the New Year's
Eve
update. So if you're watching this today, it's New Year's Eve, and you're probably about to party. I'll probably be in bed by 9 because I am a loser. But but yeah.
I mean, when you grind as hard as we do, it's kind of hard to party at the same time, but you sacrifice one thing for the other, right? So yeah, I'll be in the same boat. I think the wife has something for dinner plans, but after that, it's old people time.
Lay on the couch and watch the ball drop. Like, okay, all these goddamn new singers. I don't know who any of these people are.
Yeah, I'll be spending my New Year's Eve with Node Monkeys or something, like watching the price. Or no, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, man. So let's kind of get into it. So you just mentioned it. So I think it's our first topic for today. No monkeys flying. Sub 100K is big again.
Yeah, I don't think it ever wasn't big. I just think that was like a false narrative switch.
PSYOP.
PSYOP. I've been using that term a lot lately, right? You can see here the floor is 0.1259, which is, I think it's about what, $6 grand. Let me see here.
Closer to 7, yeah, 8,000.
Yeah. No. That's actually 5350. Yeah, 53.
5,000. Okay.
Yep. But still, I mean, think about the people that did do the Dutch auction, right? So they're sitting really nice because they got in at 1274. I mean, that's almost a 4x, around a 4x, maybe a little bit. No, that's higher than a 4x, but anyways, 4.5x, whatever you want to call it. And the 24-hour volume is just crazy, right? It's sitting at 158.31 Bitcoin. If you even pull up the last 30 days, it's number 2 now, which surpassed bitmaps at 278.27. So, free and fair mint is the meta here in Bitcoin ordinals, but at the same time, that doesn't mean that there can't be a paid mint that is successful, right?
Yeah.
Or isn't successful. Sorry. Anyways, and we saw this happen over on Ethereum when CryptoPunks became a big deal. And I'm really starting to compare the Bitcoin frogs to the CryptoPunks movement, to where CryptoPunks were free and fair. And then you had Bored Ape Yacht Club, which was paid mint, right? So that could very well be the case with these two, to where Bitcoin frogs plays out like the CryptoPunks, and in the long term wins that race, and then Node Monkeys could be the Bored Ape Yacht Club, right?
Yeah.
Now the only difference is Yuga is a centralized entity that manages that. Node Monkeys, from everything we know, is decentralized team that I don't know if they're going to wash their hands with this, but what do you think?
I hope they do. I hope they sell all their no monkeys and kind of like they don't hold a big chunk anymore, because I think them holding the 1,999 that they didn't sell in the Dutch auction is a little. It's a little. I kind of want them to go. I kind of want them to start dumping them. With that wallet though that had the 1999 is now only holds 500. So I don't know what they did with the other 14,999, but I'm really hoping that they start. Either
1,499.
1,499, yeah, 1,499. So I'm not
Yeah.
sure what they did with those, but I'm hoping they start distributing them, get them more holders. And the holder count is the one thing that I watch. Like everyone watches price. For me, it's all about the holder count. If we can get the holder count to 6K, I think that's around what the frogs are.
No. The frogs are at 4.5.
Okay, wow. So
So the
Node
fact that
Monkeys,
node monkeys have been distributed like pretty darn well for the
yeah,
past like couple days here. It's actually astounding to see like the volume and the holder count, right? So this could pass the frogs in holder count if they keep with this pace.
yeah,
So who knows? Maybe the project team and some of the ETH cabal or something was like, let's get a project over on Bitcoin to be the first project to get to 1 Bitcoin floor.
yeah.
Maybe that's their goal. We don't know, right? So
And the thing is too, with the Node Monkeys or whatever, is basically that when they launched it, like we said, it was a Dutch auction, and it wasn't like a fair. I mean, it was fair to the sense of
anybody
if
could
you're
participate if you
and
had
if
the
let's say
capital.
exactly, but sending your Bitcoin to this wallet that could have just walked away with it. You know what I mean? That was sketchy for me. That's why I didn't participate. Like I thought about it and I told you guys that I was going to, but I just felt like that Ben.eth feeling of sending Bitcoin to this wallet and not knowing if I was going to get anything from it, So
Yeah. I just that would have been, first of all, I heard there was people from the original Ord team that was a part of the original Node Monkeys team, and then some
yeah,
other people. We heard rumors, right? We don't have any like hard facts on paper of who was a part of it, but I just feel like that would have hurt Ordinals too much, and the
yeah,
people that were behind it, I think they, say what you want about Big God, but I think he loves the Ordinal space. Like,
yeah,
I mean, at the end of the day, like he's doing a weekly show with Butoshi, and I don't know the gentleman that I think is their host or whatever, but
yeah,
you know I think he loves the space, like no matter what you want to say about him. He's
yeah,
here day in and day out. And so I don't think that people that love the space would want to hurt it. Everybody that loves the space wants it to, level up. And
yeah,
so that wasn't what I was worried about. I was more worried about the ordinal community as a whole being able to like support this. And it seems like the anger subsided.
yeah.
It's not as bad anymore. Some people are still kind of throwing jabs at it, but like not as much as it was before, right?
Yeah. And to your point, there is, you got to separate the Node Monkeys Twitter and then the actual Node Monkeys, because the actual Node Monkeys are special, right? They're low inscription. And one thing you have to understand, and I think we need to point out, is that all these Node Monkeys are not created equal. I do not want a Node Monkey over 100,000. That's not. If I was going to buy one, I would not buy one that's over 100,000. I would buy the ones that are not. And whether that's paying a little bit more or whatever, I love that the Node Monkey that I have is under 100K, and I think that
Yeah.
is going to be. I almost wish that there was like a different column, Node Monkeys above 100 and then Node Monkeys under, because that would be pretty cool.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there is, or they will probably add that,
Yeah, it's not added yet.
this attribute there, but yeah, I mean, yeah, full disclosure, I'm in this, right? And so whenever I actually didn't do the Dutch auction, I just got secondary, pretty early secondary, but not early enough probably, but early
Yeah,
enough to where I'm feeling good about it,
yeah,
right? But when I was getting mine, I definitely like something was like making me look for the ones that were sub 100K. And I think that that's going to be a meta to where within this collection. Now, does that mean like the 100K plus ones are like that much more like less in value? No, I don't think so. I think it's more of a collector's
yeah,
mindset, right? Like for us, we've been in the space for a minute, so we that's something that we want, right? Because it's going to be one of our lower inscription number items, right?
yeah,
And then but if there's a rare one that's plus 100 inscription, like there's only like 5 of them and it gets close to the floor, then I'd probably snipe that, You know what I'm saying? So, like for example, I know aliens are huge, right? They sold for crazy amounts. I think one sold for 2.5 Bitcoin.
Yeah.
You know, so
Can you
that's
search them on the side there? Is that one of the?
yeah. So body, if you go alien, it should be like so. It's third to the last here.
Okay. Oh wow, that is cool.
Yeah,
5
see,
Bitcoin floor.
that's the
Wow.
floor.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the floor on them, and a lot of people aren't even like letting them go,
Yeah.
right? Because they're just super rare, right? The naked alien, I think, was like the one that, and it could be, yeah, I think it might be the bunny ear one was
Yeah.
considered naked. This one's naked. So just three naked ones. Maybe I don't know if this is considered naked because of the patch, but
Yeah.
um, yeah. So those. Oh, maybe this is the ultimate naked one.
Yeah.
You know.
7277. Yeah.
Yeah. And see, this is plus 100K, right?
Yeah.
So, in fact,
They're all.
yeah. Well, except for these two here.
Yeah.
But yeah. So.
Yeah, man. And
Definitely.
the under, it's kind of like a beta play, right? It's kind of like, instead of getting your 6-digit bitmap, you're going after the 5-digit or the 4-digit. That's all that really is. So
Yeah. So, we've been watching the floor price here. You and I talked, privately about like where we see possibly the floor price getting here in the next week. You want to talk about what your prediction is for Node Monkey's floor?
yeah, yours is a lot higher than mine. I'm
Well,
more of
not
a
the next. Mine wasn't the next
long
week,
term.
but yeah,
Yeah.
long term.
But I see these like I think they're good. They'll probably be like I saw being half the frogs. Like that was my envision when I got mine at 0.05 was that I think this should be minimal frogs. But I do think I think they'll stay behind the frogs for a little while. I know your opinion on this, but I'll let you get into that in a second. But I think that when frogs get back to that half Bitcoin mark, I think you'll see Node Monkeys at that quarter Bitcoin mark. And I think they follow a little bit, but then I do think eventually Node Monkeys will pass the frogs. And you can go ahead with what you think.
Yeah, I mean, they kind of hit that prediction already that you just mentioned, because when
Yeah.
you called that, it was when they were below 50% of the frog's value, and so
Quarter.
they're a little bit past that now. They're like probably like 52, 55% of that. But yeah, so I think that there's definitely different powers to be behind Node Monkeys, in my opinion, in terms of capital. And so I think that because of that, they have a chance to short term flip the frogs. But long term, I think frogs end up, like I said, the crypto punks of Bitcoin ordinals. I think actually they become the most valuable. They end up with the highest floor, in my opinion, in terms of all the collections. But that might be like a year and a half from now, or a year from now. I think Node Monkeys could get to 1 Bitcoin floor first, but then the frogs will pass that eventually long term. That's my prediction on it. But we'll see what happens here, because I mean, who knows? Anything can happen in crypto, as we know. Like Node Monkeys could tank or anything. It doesn't seem like that's very probable. Actually, the probability seems opposite, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, and I've paper handed so much in this space, and I think Node Monkeys is going to be my first thing that I'm really going to like diamond hand. I don't think I'm going to sell. I was thinking about it because I'm already double my money if I sold one Node Monkey. That I could double. I could be in the game, right? So for free. But I don't think I'm going to. I got 2 Node Monkeys, and I think I'm going to hold them very long term, like to the maybe even past the end of the bull market. Like I think that in 10 years from now, Node Monkeys will probably still be and frogs will be the top 1 and 2. And I'm willing to take that chance on them, because like I said, I don't the Node Monkeys Twitter and the Node Monkeys art, I guess you could say, are 2 different entities.
Yeah. So if you had to do Mount Rushmore right now of collections, what would be your top 4?
Easy. Frogs, monkeys, OMB, and Goosenals.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. 100%.
And honestly, I'd probably go, and this could be biased right now because I'm really liking the No Monkeys, but No Monkeys probably be the biggest, and then the Goosenals, and then Frogs, and then Order Maxibus. But again, that's probably because my bags are packed with Goosenals and Node Monkeys, but
Yeah. So you'd have Goosenals second. Yeah, that's definitely a
I
little
love the Goose, man.
little bag bias there. But hey, at least you got the 4 right. No.
Yeah.
For me it's and maybe it's bag bias for me. I have a frog. But I do believe like frogs have established themselves from the jump, right?
Yeah.
So to me they're the George Washington there. And as of right now, I would probably, put Goosenals number 2. Node Monkeys and OMB probably flip flop, back and forth for me, just because like OMB's also solidified itself in a sense of like always being above like 0.1.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they've never, I don't think, been below 0.1 after they got past that point. And so, and it's a different group,
I mean, it's
OMB.
only what were the 2K? This is a fifth of the collection size of the other 3, right? So
Yeah, but it's also a different group of people, you know what I
yeah.
mean? That and some of like all the circles like cross over at some point within pretty much anything in Ordinals.
Yeah.
But like there is a distinct group of people that kind of hold OMBs, and I could be one of those people, like, you know what I mean? But like not right now, I'm not. You know what I'm saying? But like I'm just saying I like it. I like the vibe that they pull off. In inscribing Amsterdam, they were a sponsor. I think ZK Shark is really good at being a leader of that project. And so
Yep. And I definitely think that well, I want to say this too, because people are probably like, oh, what about bitmaps? Bitmaps ain't, to me, just because
it's
bitmaps are sold
separate
on
category.
Magic Eden, it's not in this category. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm talking about like the PFPs, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
Bitmaps to me is above frogs, monkeys, Ordinal Max Eden, and
Everything.
Ordinals. They'd be number 1. They're on a different level than everything else. They're my number 1 in this entire space. So I don't want anyone getting all butthurt, like why I'm not saying they're not in my Mount Rushmore, because they're above Mount Rushmore, right? They're like the heavens.
Same thing with like the blue box with BRC 420. Like those are different categories, and I think people have to realize that. Like, the blue box is huge, bro. It's like 0.51. You know what I mean? And so, but it also like dominates a different asset class. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I don't like to put that into this because it's different. We're just talking about, like you said, the PFP art projects, right? Versus these other 2 categories, because they have their own, they have their own Mount Rushmores. Like bitmap is like, is not even like has a Mount Rushmore, because there's a Mount Rushmore of its own that will start eventually. You know what I'm saying? And possibly the blue box is on that Mount Rushmore because it's a bitmap type of metaverse asset. So
I'm going to hit you with an argument that's going to be in our comments after this video is posted, and that argument is, what about the Bitcoin punks?
Man, I am kind of like you on that, to where it's played out, you know what I mean? But like out of all the played out, like, duplicated stuff, because they had the Bitcoin apes as well, right? That reminds me of I think it's like Bored Ape community members launched that. Bitcoin punks, the punk meta in general, well, I think you can always make like a profit on it, like if you get in early. So I gotta hand it to the just this meta in general, because you can flip on it, you can make money, and look, it's at 0.06 floor, so it's still not bad. But it's just not going to be like a huge winner. It'll probably always be a top 10 in every ecosystem, but it's going to be more of the back 5, versus the first 5, in my opinion. What do you think?
And the people that like rolled this out, they were absolutely super early. I mean, these are half of what the No Monkeys are. You know what I mean? Like with the say it's 34,000 is like the last one. You know what I mean? Which is insane. And 89 was the first one. Absolutely amazing. But if they were just original with the art, you know what I mean? Just if the images were not punks, this would be the number 1 forever. But since they went and they copied Ethereum, this will never be number one.
Yeah. So. Yeah. And it is what it is, right? But like, yeah, I mean, god dang.
I know.
89 to like 35,000. But that's the reason why, right? I mean, that's the reason why it's on the floor is 0.06. I could buy these right now. And actually, now that you reminded me of the inscription number there, I might actually pick some of these up just because they are more affordable than some of these, you know, these tops.
But again, they'll never make my Mount Rushmore. Like,
yeah,
they might have made it before monkeys, but not now.
Well, they are the Mount. If you had to do Mount Rushmore, eventually you'll have a Mount Rushmore across all chains. They'll be on there as the crypto punks.
Yeah,
the crypto punks. Well, I think from across all, you know, because they were the first big one, right? Yeah. And they're like, what's the floor on crypto punks right now?
70 grand.
Okay, so I mean that trumps anything over here, right?
Yeah, for sure.
But they will probably be the only one from Ethereum on that. When it's all said and done, they'll probably be one of the only ones from any other chain other than Bitcoin.
Yeah.
You know, speaking of, I think that's a good transition to the blockchain wars a little bit in terms of digital asset, volume, right?
Yeah.
Did you put that in the thing? Let's see.
Should be, yeah.
Either way,
sort of bottom. I can grab it here.
I don't think so. Oh, here it is. Oh, sorry. Yep, right there. So yeah, I mean, this is crazy, dude. So I honestly, like, in the summer when we talked about this, especially when the Bitcoin or Ordinals are dead period, but even before then, you know, it was like I think maybe briefly for like a 7-day period or something, or a 30-day period, Bitcoin was number one during like pre-summer leading up into the summer, and then Ethereum quickly recaptured it, and then like we never took it back until like heading into the fall. But it is crazy, guys. If you look here and go to rankings, so this is cryptoslam.io. If you go to rankings and go to blockchain rankings, I mean, look at this, guys. So this is the past 24 hours, right?
Yeah.
Ethereum dominated this industry like big time. When you would say Elon really like changed things up with those comments, he really did. I feel like, because people don't want IPFS anymore. They want on chain, and the best place to do that now is Bitcoin. And just a 7-day volume. I mean, we more than doubled Ethereum 7-day volume. 24-hour volume, and then we go to 1 week volume, more than right around doubled, almost exactly. Then you go to 30-day, and it's like, you know, look at this, dude, like 870 million versus 360, and the wash. This is, you know what I mean? The wash is 365 out of the, you know, so what I realized was that they don't count the wash in this number, but they count it in this total USD. And even including the wash from Ethereum, Bitcoin is higher. And I love Bitcoin only has $137,000 of wash.
Yeah. It's awesome.
You know, so
Bitcoin said, I'm the captain now. Right. So and I saw something too. Someone said that potentially people will be inscribing into Bitcoin and using that link instead of the IPFS into their stuff. So potentially you're gonna have stuff on other chains pointing to the Bitcoin link in the inscriptions.
Dude, I didn't even think about that, because you don't have to pay for hosting on that. You know,
Bitcoin could be the hosting. You know what I mean? And you're not counting on
wild. I didn't think about that.
Bitcoin is the cloud. It's the ultimate cloud. People don't understand. There's Bitcoin the coin, and there's Bitcoin the cloud, which is the Bitcoin blockchain where you pay for block space. So you know, you're going to see IPFS links gone, inscribed in the Bitcoin, and then they're on Avalanche. You know what I mean? Or then they're on Matic, and then they're on Ethereum, all pointing back to the king.
Yeah. And this is the all-time chart, right? So like when we checked this earlier this year, like after the summer run up and everything, like Bitcoin was like ranked, like I think it was ranked like number 9 or something. and it's shot all the way up to number 4. It's going to be number 1 eventually. It's going to take some time to catch, obviously, like
2 years
Ethereum.
behind. Yeah,
Ethereum, but it will be there because of just the mental, like psychology dynamics behind it.
Yeah,
Like, so it's
yeah, man.
definitely interesting times, man.
I wanted to get in real quickly since we're still talking about Magic Eden. So Magic Eden has a new function, and I thought it was really freaking cool. But before you could only do 13, but now you can do 20. And if my screen wants to show, oh, I think I forgot. Oh, there we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah. So now you can come down here, and you can grab 20 node monks at one time. Did you see? Did you know about this?
No, the sweep.
Yeah,
I mean,
now 20.
Yeah, that's gonna be good for bitmap.
Oh, great for bitmap, yeah, because now you can grab 20 bitmaps like instead of grabbing the 13. So boom, you can grab, and that sweep alone could take bitmap up, 0.02. Like so.
Yeah. What's these 69 frogs? Have you
I
heard
saw
anything?
them. I don't know what that's about. I don't know what that is. They're just copied image of frogs. They're no different.
But they're doing volume, which is super weird.
Yeah, I don't know. But there's not many of them, right? Well, there's what? Let me go to info on these things. I mean, there's 20 buys right now. So I don't know. We might have to get some info on that.
That's weird.
Interesting. Yeah. But I mean, the whole point of the frogs is having low thing, and these are all super high. So 51 million. But yeah. And I guess we can jump right from there right into this other one that I had posted. Oh, here we go. We will end the year near 53 million ordinal inscriptions. Is that insane, nice, bro?
It's crazy, yeah. It's crazy for sure.
I mean, right now we're at let me check. I don't know. Yeah, not really sure exactly where we're at, but yeah, we're close, man. 53 million inscriptions, dude. That's insane. We're only a year old. We have 53. I mean, obviously, 21 million of that is sats, right? So, but still, it's absolutely amazing.
Yeah, it's getting crazy. And I heard someone talking, I think it was at Tendy last night that was talking about saturation of collections and stuff on ordinals. But that's inevitable with the popularity that's happening here, right?
Yeah.
So everybody wants to inscribe on Bitcoin, and so it's going to get to a point, guys, to where you're going to have to pick and choose wisely because everybody wants to be here now, and so with that comes more grift. So just have your antennas up, do your due diligence. If you're just now coming into space, it's going to be kind of tough. That's why we've been telling everybody to come to Ordinals for months, because we have a community of people we trust. You know what I mean? And so that's why it was important to get in early.
I'm still suffering from the hot chip challenge from last night. If you haven't seen me cry on live stream, go check out that live stream video. But yeah.
How was your body? Were you able to sleep okay and all that?
Yeah, I was fine. We were up for a couple more hours doing something in the BRC 420 world, and I was fine doing that. But then when I laid down, I had like really bad heartburn. But I'm good now. I hope. But we'll see. Let's get into the next one here. So last night we got a notification that something was going crazy on BRC 420. And we were like, what's going on with this? And we went over and looked, and there was a new mint. And that mint was mineral, right?
Mm-hmm.
So let me bring that up. Share my screen here. So what is mineral?
So mineral is a BRC 420 asset that you're showing right there. And the mint price, I believe, was the royalty price was $52 plus gas. So you probably end up paying like 60 something per
80,
mint,
probably.
Maybe 80 per mint. So, but it's secondary is at like 130 right now. So you're up, $50 on that if you got in on that mint, but it minted out really fast for a 40,000 supply.
Yeah.
I think it took maybe like probably like 4 hours to mint out.
Yeah, it wasn't long at all.
Yeah. So if you go to at MNER_club, that is the Twitter account for this project, right? I'm gonna go to their website, which is mner.club. You can see it says mineral a BRC 420, which is the asset we just talked about, / BRC 20 based Bitcoin inscription crypto asset backed by real Bitcoin mining power. First real world asset inscription. I think that's what that means. With L2 DeFi design. Learn more. So Mineral, our model. So Mineral is a revolutionary crypto protocol that leverages the power of real world mining capacity to unlock the true value of Bitcoin and ordinal inscriptions. Leveraging on the creation of BRC 20, BRC 420 standard, Mineral allows its owners to receive periodic interest in Bitcoin form simply by staking. We collaborate with the world's most famous farming facilities to ensure your rights to Bitcoin interest. Join us on this exciting journey and be a part of the future of Bitcoin inscriptions with real-world asset through Mineral. Together, we can shape the world of cryptocurrencies and unlock unlimited potential. So you can see right here, it starts with the miners. They mine Bitcoin, then they allocate. Then the mineral, the asset here, bridged over to the L2, and then purchase mining power. So I guess that is how the staking circle kind of goes there.
Yeah.
But let's take a look here on the L2 design part real quick. Layer 2 design. Minerals Layer 2 is built on ZK EVM compatible L2 network that is both secured and sufficiently decentralized for efficient and safe DeFi applications. This might be a little bit more clear. So when you have your BRC 420 on the Layer 2, you stake it for ST mineral, which that's a wrapped mineral, I believe. And you can claim miner, which is the BRC 20 token, when you stake that, right? So then you stake the wrapped version of miner, which will, so this is BRC 20 on layer 1. This is BRC 420 on layer 1. This is the layer 2 wrapped version of this, and this is the layer 2 wrapped version of this, right? So you can kind of see right here, there's a treasury, hash power purchased with proceeds, miner, partial sales, new miner, mineral, mined Bitcoin, 10% mining net yield. So, I mean, they have like a system here. And it looks like right here, mined Bitcoin, Uniswap, LP, parity reward, airdrop, cross projects token, extra 40% of mining net yield, staked miner holder, cross project tokens, LP, parity reward, 40% of mining net yield, and then this is the wrapped mineral holder. So, I mean, I don't know. There's a lot of stuff seems like they're building out here.
Dude, this is DeFi on Bitcoin, right? This is something that we've wanted for so long, right? We have staking protocols now, but this is like, and I think you kind of said this earlier to me about this potentially could be the tomb, right? Of what we have over here without the Ponzi. Because I mean, well, technically everything's a Ponzi, even Amazon and stuff like that. But it's just like one of those things where it's, I don't know, man. I'm really bullish on it. Like really bullish.
Yeah, I think the interesting part's going to be like the mining of Bitcoin and redistributing that out, right? And people getting rewards for their staking on that. So we saw what happened with the APYs last cycle. Obviously, you know, you got to do your own research on this, but people that we kind of you know, were hearing talking about this are very respected people in the space. So we'll see.
Yeah, definitely. And like this is the first time like when I realized that I'm really bullish or something is when the price drops and I start getting excited because I'm like, oh cool, I can probably get some more. And that doesn't happen too often. Normally I get nervous when price dropping, but in this one it's about $122 each, and I'm like, if it gets anywhere near my mint price, dude, I'm back in. I'm getting back in and getting way more. But that's just me, guys. It's not financial advice. You never know what could happen in Ordinals, but I'm bullish on Jeffrey's marketplace. I'm bullish on BRC 420s, and with them with the BRC 20 token as well. This is different. This is not your normal NFT JPEG. This is something that potentially could change a lot of things and really get people on the DeFi route. And I love DeFi. My name was Shizzy DeFi for the longest time. I had DeFi discussions podcast. You know what I mean? So DeFi just gets me excited.
Yeah, for sure. It's coming. It's definitely coming.
All right. And then while we're here, we jump on the red envelopes.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure those are minted out, or they're like really close to it. Let me pull that up real quick. There it is. Oh man, I shouldn't have refreshed, but it's all good.
Slowing down a little bit, I can probably grab it.
A little bit, but I got it. Came up. Okay, so we've been talking about these red envelopes. We actually been giving them out too because we've minted some of these, but it's at 97.99%. If you aren't minting these out right now, you're probably gonna miss out on these. But secondary is going to be very interesting because the royalty was 86 cents for these, which is really cheap. But excuse me. But if you know anything about the Chinese community or culture, red envelopes are they're red money envelopes for New Year's.
Yeah.
Elders typically give them to the younger generations as gifts on New Year's Day. This year is the year of the dragon, which is awesome because like 2024 is our year, and it's the only mythical creature out of all of the zodiac. Chinese zodiac is the dragon, and it's means empowerment, like power, financial gain, success, basically all the good things you can think of, right? Anyways, and so we think that this is going to be have a good reception. We'll see what happens. No, we can't tell the future, but you have to also understand there's two different New Year's here. There's the Western world New Year's, which is tomorrow, and Happy New Year's to everybody for that. And then there's the Chinese New Year's, which is really big. They like take some people take like 2 weeks off vacation for that, and that's February 8th. So this could be like a double build up here. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's definitely exciting. And this is from Base Community deployed this, so shout out the Base Community for that, Based Artist. And so yeah, man. And then we have all right, we have this one. Jubilees are in around 5 days, bro. What do you think about Jubilee?
Well, we gotta do our Curse Goosenal. Yeah. Do you have instructions on that?
I know where to get them.
Okay.
They're on the Goosenal Twitter. Everything you need is right there.
Maybe we do that right after together.
Yeah, we can do it as a member video. If you guys are not members, or if you want to be members to watch the video, we'll probably put that out. We put out 5 member videos last week. So I mean, it's not something we're doing every week, but it was we put a lot of alpha in those videos. So if you're interested.
Yep.
And
what
then,
about go ahead.
Paris. Congratulations to Paris. She sold out 100 1-of-1s super verified collection, parent child, block 9 Satoshis. The block, she probably paid a lot for this block size because they're pretty big. But it's unique metadata. So congratulations, Paris. We are very big fans of Julio, and I don't have any Julio yet. I got to get one. I feel like I've been slacking. But I think these are really cool. Some of the art was like Chucky from Rugrats, which was one of my favorite shows as a kid. So it was it was pretty cool to see as a Julio.
Where can you find that collection?
Because it's not listed yet on Magic Eden, but if you go to her Twitter, you can see it.
Yeah, I mean it's. I want one of those.
Yeah,
I'm gonna try to see if I can get one for a good price, but obviously it's probably they were 1-of-1s, and the art is awesome on them.
For sure.
Yeah. So here's just a little preview. I guess we could show that.
Yeah.
You can see the Animaniacs. I love that. And then, like you said, Chucky from Rugrats, and I think this is Pinky and the Brain.
Yep.
I'm not sure.
And Itchy and Scratchy.
Oh, that's right, dude.
Yeah.
Oh man, I love it, man. Satoshi Street.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Dude, she's very talented. She's that's awesome. Love it, man.
Yep.
All right. I was gonna say let's go end it, but we got the most important part of the show left, right?
Yep.
This is why people watch.
Market update. All right, so we'll start with the BRC20 market update, guys. We're gonna run through these pretty quick, but BMP, today's the last day to claim, and in fact, I think Jack Liu, which is one of the people that spearheaded BMP, he went ahead and just like found the addresses, I think, of the people that were holding bitmaps that haven't claimed BMP. He just distributed it to their wallet. So one of our community members was like, "Can you believe this happened? This is crazy." Blah blah blah. He woke up with like a lot of BMP in there. Yeah. So it's gonna be very interesting what happens here because today's the last day, but some people got a lot of BMP, so there could be a dump that comes. This is up from our position that we took from our portfolio as our show portfolio. We're up almost double on it, so we're gonna kind of assess that situation. But after the initial dump is really where I think maybe this kind of takes off. Right.
Yeah.
But volume wise, it's up 53%. So that's really strong for BMP. Hey, congrats to Jack Liu and those guys, because I was giving them some crap on this, and seems to be kind of working out. We'll see what happens when WMAP comes out soon, because they're going to be kind of competitors here.
Yeah.
But number 2 in volume is Stats it increased 8.82%, sitting at 0.77. So kind of down a little bit, not too much. It's fluctuating between 7.5 to like 8.2. So nothing crazy there. Ordi is at $83.44. So I think this is the all-time high, right?
Yeah.
$83 because it was stuck at like
86, but yeah, it hit 86 and then came back down a little bit. Yeah.
Okay. Still though, like it definitely seems like it wants to. It's like knocking on the door, like saying, "Hey, I want to get to 100." Yeah. So we'll see what happens there. Track number 4 down 2.79% in total volume, sitting at $5. This is just a correction with Track. Track got all the way to $7, I think, 7 something.
770.
Yeah, 770. So I do see Track kind of trucking along once the entire BRC20 market moves forward. Plus, remember, they have a lot of developments with TAP in January. Yeah. So we'll see what happens there. We had Benny on the show, guys, so all is well. Like, don't worry, Ordinal Revolution loves Benny and everything that he's doing. So shout out to him. Ghosty, number 5, pulled back 7.74% in 24-hour volume, sitting at 77 cents. This got to 72 cents, so Ghosty's I guarantee there were some whales kind of sitting there licking their chops. When can I get back into this? Ghosty's gonna be an interesting play because of the anonymous feature that it brings. I don't know how many centralized exchanges are going to like be open to it. But if it will be like the OKXs, maybe the Binances, maybe not, because they just got out of court with SEC, but we'll see. But the SEC can't really say anything to them about Ghosty, I don't think, as long as they don't offer that token to US customers.
Yeah.
And then Sob, which seems to be a new one, up 1.28%. Hot X is down 1.81%. Sykes is down 17.74%. This is the Super Saiyan, the Dragon Ball Z game token. That one's going to be interesting. .com is up 0.70%. .com is a really good performer this year, or this past 3 months. Had a lot of momentum. Got all the way to like, I want to say got all the way to like $7 or $6 maybe, or something crazy. It's at $3.41, 21 million supply. So one to keep your eye out on. Tons of partnerships. Has a website tracking market caps and stuff like that. So DFSN up 41.03%. Games even. Quorum. Not sure
Quorum.
What. Yeah, not Corn, but Quorum up 31.67%. URAT even, no volume there. BTC, no volume. BIT, no volume. SAT. Guys, be careful with this. Some people got confused with this as actual sats, but zero volume with that. ZBIT is up 15.7% on the on the day in terms of volume at 23%. I saw the BTC machines. They've been building their game, man. So once that's fully out to the public, I think they're using Zbit in their game. So we'll see. Pepe up 26.32%, sitting at 21 cents, 42 million supply. The council is down 14.29%, but they're about to do the drop for ToshiPad, the Toshi token. So keep an eye on that. I believe you get airdrop if you hold council, sitting at $166.02. The Evolve token is even. It's at 8 cents. Core is up 400%. Sitting at 1 cent. Bits is up 50%. This is not the bits from Foxy's Metaverse, guys. This is its different bits. Yeah. Foxy dropped their bits. Well, their bits is actually not even a token. It's an in-game kind of point system. Yeah. But they have their Foxy token that they're launching on Tap. And then OXBT is down 7.22%, sitting at 4 cents.
Yeah, not bad.
Yep.
Not bad for OXBT, I guess.
Yeah, for sure. That is your BRC20 market update.
I'll take you guys on the journey of Magic Eden and our digital artifacts over here. So we have a new number one in town. We talked about it earlier, but I'll say it again. No Monkeys is number one. I mean, look at the value in this. And this is a 7-day, 280 Bitcoin. I mean, it's the next 5. Like, wait, it's actually more than the rest of the page. Like, it's insane. But is No Monkeys in that one spot for good on the 7-day?
Possibly. Possibly it's on the 7-day. I don't know about probably it's gonna be for a while, unless volume drastically just slows down tremendously. Yeah. It's gonna be there for a while.
And we got Bitmap in that number 2 slot, sitting at 0.0054. And then the Frogs, man, they held the number 1 spot so strongly. They were fighting with Bitmap so strongly for so long, and now they are number 3. But I think people are selling the Frogs to get in Node Monkeys because it's the hot thing, and I think eventually people will start taking profit, and then you'll see Frogs back up again, sitting at 0.244. Bitcoin Punk sitting at 0.059. Rat's Friend. This is something. Do you know anything about this? I feel like I'm back on this a little bit, but was it like something for Rats holders?
I don't know if did this have anything to do with like the base community. I'm not sure, but it's doing well. I'll tell you that for like a new project.
And we have Ordinal MaxiBiz sitting at 0.0. I'm sorry, 0.47. The BitBlock sitting at 0.0044. 69 Frogs. We talked about this earlier. We're not really sure what this is, but sitting at 0.0040. Root. What is Root? Let's take a look at Root. Okay, looks like some anime type of stuff.
Yeah, and I think it was associated with like a new like meta protocol too. So
oh wow.
Yeah, I'm not sure all the details on that, but that's what I heard.
Bitcoin Larva sitting at 0.0002. Larva. Fuzzy Fox. They were in the top 5 last week, now in the top 11. So 0.01. And then this one that I'll never be able to pronounce, and people keep trying to help me, and I just can't ever remember. But sitting at 0.0082 Machinomes or something like that. Yeah. So yeah. I was looking at this. You know anything about ordinal codes? It's been like a long mint.
I don't know anything about that actually.
Yeah. I've been looking at that. I'm not really sure.
Yeah.
I like how it looks like a card though. But I feel like it should be a spin. That doesn't spin. But yeah. And that is your digital artifact update. So
Yep. All right. Well, let's head over to Ordinal's wallet here. So Ordinal's wallet, we're going to do top 10 here. Let's see. Gib is sitting at 13 cents. 13 cents for Gib. I haven't done the market caps today because we had a late show yesterday. I'm going to do all those after this episode. And then Based is number 2 here, sitting at 31.05. So man, I got to give props to Base, man. They've been able to maintain that price for one basis, $3,105. So congrats to them. And they got Lambda coming up on their launch pad. That's going to be a big deal for them. RPG is sitting at 4 cents. So this is something that's kind of gone down a while, but it looks like it got down to 3 cents. So it bumped back up a penny here. Bitmap, this is going to be an interesting one, man. This is like a top 3 holder base. It is sitting at 34 cents.
Whoa. Whoa.
Wow. Yeah, that's
when
wild.
did that happen?
Recently, like between yesterday and today, it was at 8 cents, and then some people have been buying up the floor, man, because it was the floor was at 8 cents, man. So I'm telling you guys, like, there's a lot of holders with Bitmap, the Bitmap on tap, and even if it's a meme, it's like the Bitmap community can embrace it, you know,
yeah, for sure,
and rally around it, you know. So you never underestimate the power of a community, especially a Bitmap community.
Never.
But man, this market cap just jumped up huge. So my update today, look out for that, because this is going to be the top gainer for that.
Yeah,
that's for sure. The dark token, part of Dark City ecosystem, is sitting at $1.91. This has been dropping consistently. Yeah, there's 10 million total supply. So this was the leader in market cap. We'll see what happens today. After Bitmap jumped up that high, that they might be number 1, man, which is wild. Ordfi, also another pretty good branded token, is sitting at 14 cents. Same supply as Bitmap, 21 million. And then let's go to a couple. Trolls, a big name. They have good memes and good community, sitting at 3 cents. Benny, check that one out. It's definitely a meme token, sitting at $6.37. Let's see. I think that's about it in terms of volume wise. But yeah, so that's the TAP protocol market update. Look out for my list that I post here in probably in the next 2 hours.
Yeah, man. And I will jump you guys over to the Atomicals market. And we got a new number 1 for the first time ever in volumes. It is Quark. Quark is something that's still minting. Actually, I'm gonna go check that. If you go to BitAtom, bitatom.io, you can kind of see that Quark is only 70% minted still. So that still has some room to go there, but it is the number 1 spot, sitting at 5.1 sats. And we got Atom sitting at number 2 spot, sitting at $14, about even. AVM, really, Realm's really getting beat up here, down to about 61 cents. AVM's about 20 cents now. And we have Electron. Man, the ARC20 tokens are really getting beat up today. Electron down to 4 cents. Neutron down to about 3 sats here. Quantum up 15%, sitting at 1.9 sat. Proton 0.2. And Dement sitting at 0.059. BitVM sitting at 0.028. Wow. Really getting beat up here. Go to collections. Toothies is $793. These things are down about 75% from the high. Really getting beat, dude. Wow. Atomical market. It seems like it was definitely a sell the new buy the rumor, sell the news event with the Unisat. So but yeah, Quark doing well though.
Yeah, I'm okay with the Toothies, just because, like I said, they are like the frogs of Atomicals. So we'll see. You know, I mean, I do think Atomicals is one of those protocols that's going to be a success on Bitcoin, but we'll see what happens in the future here.
Yeah, man.
All right, going to the BRC420 market here. We're just going to hit some of these top ones. The blue box is always fluctuating between 20,000 and 20 to 23,000. Right now, the floor is at 20,305, which is 0.478 Bitcoin. There's been a pullback in this marketplace altogether, though. If you see here, even the NFT songs pulled back. There's 4,200 holders in this, so there's a lot of holders.
Wow.
But you know, the price is 386. This got all the way to 700. I'm not worried about it. Like I said, the entire market, like you just saw Atomicals. So most of the entire market, and then even BRC20s, the only 2 that are like really leading right now are Ordi and Sats, and you know, that's just kind of showing like the strong ones are still in the front, but like every other BRC20 is kind of bleeding a little bit. So I'm not worried about that at all. Key is a newer one. I'm not sure what this is a part of, but it's at $36.53. Bitmap Town DLC is at $123. So that's sitting like that's even pulled back. Everything's just really pulled back right now. I think people are really waiting on what happens with Bitcoin next.
Yeah.
Let's see here. It's loading up. Maybe I can get on the Sir white paper. There it is.
Yeah, and it's just like crashed last night, so it's having a little bit of troubles today.
Yeah. Metabox is at 875. Sir white paper at 139. IQ 50 Club at 4,887. What the heck?
Wow.
Yeah, so there must be some dang good benefits of being in that club. Looks like I don't know if there's any orders or it's just showing. Mineral is down to $102 is what I saw that just a second ago. So getting close to that mint price, guys.
Yeah.
But again, you know, this is something that I'm kind of me personally, I'm looking at this for me as a little bit of a longer hold. Once that L2 gets up and they set up that system, I look at this as like just a good opportunity, but who knows? Like we're never going to be 100% right, but that's how I feel on it. Bitmap Kingdom, their cube is 714. Bitoshi's gold red cube is at 4,420. And then Bitmap Kingdom black cube is at 1,000. And we'll finish up at Citizen Zero at dang, bro. Citizen Zero is at $2,465.
Whoa, when did that happen?
I guess recently. I mean,
yeah.
Wow. So the avatars, guys. Speaking of avatars, don't miss out on Resident Yagobi and Resident Shizzy. You just saw the Citizen Zero. So
how are we doing?
I don't know. We're about to find out. I know, like we have a total supply of 3,333. So that supply is pretty big, but
yeah.
you know, let's see. So Resident Yagobi is on page 4 now. Sitting at 170 mints and then 37 holders, so not too bad, but $3.89, not too bad for a royalty.
Yeah.
Still got some ways to go to mint that out. I do think it's going to get minted out. It's going to be some time. And then Shizzy, I think, is on page maybe 5 here. Let's see. Yep, there he is. 19 mints with 15 holders. His is a little bit more expensive because he didn't get the decimals right, but hey, there.
You're never gonna let that go, are you? No, I'm just kidding.
Let's see, and then I think that is it over here. Do we have another market? We don't, right?
No,
I think that's,
we did them all.
Yeah,
did them all.
Yeah, Zombie Yagobi real quick. My other shill right here, but these are just to use in the game, guys. So
yeah,
you know, and it's gonna help support us. But like 9 out of 300. So this one probably get minted out first, in my opinion. Yeah. That one's a little bit more, but
these are not investments. Don't expect these to be like the thing. So these are just avatars. You're playing the game. Just our name and likeness. That's it. So. But yeah, guys, that is your New Year's. Yo, we always get to the 1 hour mark. Like it's crazy. No matter it doesn't even seem to be like on purpose at all. But guys, we're on Apple, we're on Spotify. If you cannot watch, you can definitely listen. We're all over the place, and we really appreciate you guys watching. We're gonna end the year on this note. This is our last video of the year. We might do a members only video if you remember, but that's up to you. And but yeah, that's really it, man. We'll sign off and just say thank you guys so much.
Yeah, we appreciate all of y'all, man. Like I mentioned before, you guys have heard me. This year's changed my life in more ways than one, for sure.
Yeah.
I want to just thank Shizzy for partnering with me and helping me build Ordinal Revolution, and also to the community, man. We love you guys so much, because like without y'all we wouldn't be here. We're just two regular dudes that have passion for crypto, DeFi, and especially Bitcoin and Bitcoin ecosystem. So thank you for allowing us to do this. And 2024 is going to bring many blessings to you guys and us and everybody. All love here.
Yep. See you guys.
Peace.